Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal, if you didn't know, and I am here to talk about simple habits that every young woman needs to do. And these are quite different. Well, some of them are quite different. Some that you just need to hear again because we all need to hear these. But let's get right into this video. My list has how many? I think it's 8 habits that we should do. So let's jump right into it, but before that, please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below. And please watch all the way to the end because that does really help my channel grow. So let's get right into it. So the first one is to remove and replace. What do I mean by that? It's very simple. There's a habit that you have and you can't exactly get rid of it. The only way you can get rid of it is by replacing it with something else, something good. So like if you want to get rid of cooking with so much sugar, don't get rid of the sugar. Add a healthier form of sugar, like a nice sweetener or a natural sweetener like maple or honey. So you want to switch things up. Instead of complaining, you want to switch it with gratitude. You want to switch certain things around. You don't want to, you want to replace certain things. You can't just drop a bad habit. You need to replace it with something else. And that is very much explained in the book. What's the book called? The Power of Habit. I love that book. So if you want to learn more about habits, definitely read that book. But that is one thing they definitely show in that is replacing habits instead of dropping the bad habits, because it works so much better and you can't really drop bad habits. Number 2, and this one has like changed me, it's tracking your period, and not just how long it is, but how you feel during it and what you're craving and all that. I use this app called Clue to help me track it, and I didn't realize, like, for one, the one thing I always knew is always I had cramps. Like that, the first day was always cramps. I know that. And I'm pretty much just like useless that day. But anyway, I do that. But I didn't know that like the week before I started my period, I would just eat like non-stop. I was just hungry, and I had no idea why. I was just hungry. But I know that acne gets pretty bad during my period. What else? I crave a bunch of chocolate during my period and carbs. So I'm learning a bunch of stuff while tracking my period, and it is actually quite helpful to do that because then you learn, oh my gosh, I get severely emotional when I am on my period. It is very, like, I don't know if every person has this, but I definitely do. But I cry at least once when I'm on my period. So, it is very helpful to know that it's not just because you're having a horrible life. No, it's because you're on your period. You're not just an emotional wreck, it's hormones. Number 3, build a morning routine. Everyone has a morning routine. The only person I know, like famous person or successful person that I know that doesn't really have one is Gary Vaynerchuk, but we're just gonna ignore him because everyone else does. Every successful person does. And you just need to create a morning routine that works for you, but also you put in things that you want to get done, things that you need. So like I need to work out in the morning because I am not a very disciplined person to work out in the afternoon, so I have to work out in the morning because that's when I can actually force myself to do it. Reading, like reading my Bible, like my devotional, and I started reading nonfiction in the morning because I'm able to actually focus in the morning slightly, but I'm able to like get it done in the morning because then in the afternoon I don't really want to think. It's hilarious, but I don't really want to think, and so it gets done in the morning and I don't feel bad not doing it in the afternoon. So get your morning routine done, get things that you want in there done so that you feel so much better about yourself and you are ready to get at the day once your morning routine is done. It is very, very helpful to have a morning routine. I highly recommend it. Number 4 is a routine, but it's a skincare routine. So I am not like a big fan of skincare. Like, there's girls that just love skincare. Like, I see like YouTubers love skincare, and that's great, like go for it, but I'm just not that person. I don't really care. Like, no, I do care, it's just I don't really want to get that into it. So what I ended up doing was paying for someone else to do it for me. So I'm using Curology right now. So far it's okay. I'm not supposed to see results for another like 4 weeks, so who knows, I'll let you guys know in another video with that. But I'm doing that instead because I didn't really want to get into like the nitty-gritty science of it. I don't. But if you want to, I know there's a bunch of YouTube channels that are all about skincare, that they love it and they help you figure it out. My favorite is Beauty Within. I completely trust them, and they're the reason why I started Curology in the beginning, so definitely recommend that YouTube channel for that. But start your skincare routine so you take care of your skin. This is literally the only one you're gonna have, and you're gonna live in it forever, so we must take care of it. One thing that I tell everyone is use sunscreen every day, please. That's like the big thing, use sunscreen. That's my little tip for that one. Number 5 is set time away from like electronics. So I was noticing lately how much I'm on electronics like all the time. I'm either listening to my headphones, I'm like scrolling through Instagram, I'm on my laptop doing homework or something, and I'm just like constantly on the internet. So I have to like force myself to step away from all electronics once in a while, at least a few minutes in the day. I usually do it in the morning. Like, I'll try not to get on my phone early in the morning. So it's kind of hard, but it's necessary just to like separate yourself from the world just a little bit. Like, you don't need to know everything that's going on all the time. You're good. So yeah, step away from it a few minutes of the day at least. Number 6, a no spend week or day. So you like integrate these during your month pretty much. So I've been actually pretty good at not having no spend weeks where I don't spend a ton of money or like no money, because girl gotta save money. If you spend like a lot of money like on coffee and stuff like that, try the no spend day. Like, make coffee at home, eat at home, I don't know what else, make your own snacks, stuff like that. Do everything at home where you don't have to spend money, and don't scroll on Amazon and all those other places that you could spend money on. But it's just a little tip to help you get your financial life in order. Just set in little times, a week, a day, or in the month, no spending. And it does, add up when you spend. So even if it's a little, coffee does add up. I know that from experience. Number 7 is read more. Okay, but not just fiction books, because we all love fiction books, whatever. But personal growth books are the ones that we should get into. If you read the Bible, that is amazing. Keep doing that. But also add other books as well, just to like supplement and to help you grow more. So like one I highly recommend is 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. The Power Habit, I already recommended that one. What else? Switch. I mean, there's so many books that you can read and that will actually help you better your life. Adulting, there's one that's called Adulting that I thought was hilarious and awesome at the same time. So try reading more personal growth books, and you'll realize how much you're learning over a period of time, and you're smarter for it. So read a little bit a day. Try 10 minutes if you don't really read. 10, 15, 20 minutes. I think I read nonfiction. I read about 20 minutes a day, 10 to 20 minutes a day, depending on the day. Really depending on the day and the mood and how late I got up. But yes, read a little bit of nonfiction. Number 8. Now, I have been implementing this for a while, and it's staying away from certain apps for like a certain period of time, because I give myself like breaks every week. Like, okay, I'm gonna stay off from this app for a while, or these content creators or stuff like that for a while, because they like end up like controlling you for a while. Like, sometimes you just get overwhelmed with the content that's coming in and you need a break. So I definitely do this with Instagram, YouTube, and like certain YouTubers I try to like stay away from. Like I give myself like a break of maybe a day, sometimes a week. Like sometimes I think I've done the no YouTube for a week. That one was hard. No Netflix, I did that one for like a month. And this week is Instagram, so sometimes I fail, but I still try to like put it off because it does like take a lot of time. You realize how much time you spend on these apps and it's insane. So try to give yourself mini breaks and little challenges here and there, and you get to do other things anyways. So it's nice. I wonder if I'm sounding weird. I feel kind of weird. But anywho, those are my eight tips for, well, sorry, not my 8 tips, the 8 simple habits that you can implement and to help your life get better and simpler. Literally, that's what I want for my life, to be simpler, so I can have complex thoughts on other things that I care about. So these are the 8 simple things that I think we should all implement, especially young women. So let me know down below of any of the habits that you do, and share this video with someone else that you think needs it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.